Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw sunrise. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then I'll switch over to Sharpie and you'll be able to see much better. This is going to be a little tricky because it's so 3D. Let's see. Once I switch over to Sharpie, you'll be able to see much better, and you'll be able to follow along a lot easier. But I got to do this for myself just to make sure that I get everything in here on the screen. Make sure that my borders don't lose anything. Okay. Another one you can't quite see. That'll be good enough. Okay, so let me add a few more little things in here just to make sure that I get everything right. And then we'll switch over to Sharpie. But this one's kind of really 3D-ish, so I don't know how crazy we're going to go into it. I'm just kind of seeing where it takes me. Okay, and I kind of have to do the same thing on both sides because of the really cool Aztec design here. And what I might do is outline it with the big Sharpie and then come back with a thinner Sharpie to get a lot of this detail in, because again, this is a lot of 3D look to it that I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture with the big fat Sharpie. So let's see. But it might look really cool if we do a 3D look to it with the thick and thin Sharpies. Well, I mean, it will. It absolutely will look cool. So I think we're going to try to do that. Okay. Now I got to do and a lot in this one. I got to do the little dragon heads here at the top. Let's see. I'm definitely going to have to do the finer Sharpie with that one because that's got a lot of detail. Or a small detail, I guess. But again, this is our drawing, so we get to determine what's in there and what's not. So we don't have to freak out if we don't have everything in there. This is something fun for us anyway, right? No need to do this if it's gonna stress you out or mess everything up. Like, why didn't I add that? Why didn't I do this? Bloobity bloody, blee blee blee, Let's just have some fun with it. Alright, I think that's good enough for a sketch. So let's get started with the big Sharpie. So what I'm going to do here is pretty much outline the entire thing and then go from here. So it's hard to do this and teach you and not just start drawing like this and you're just guessing what we're doing. So let's just start with the eyes, okay? Like this. That'll give us a good place to start, okay? And there's the nose. And so we're basically building off the skull. So here we're going to do like this. And then I'm going to come back and add a little bit of 3D look to it with the finer Sharpie, okay? So I'm starting there. I'm going to build onto it. And then build my little 3D look to it. Like this. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do it at the same time. That way it's not as confusing. So I'm going to come back in here and do the skull. His little eyebrows that he's got. Okay. And so I'm going to do like this. Does that make sense? Making it look 3D. Okay, so there's a line here. Let's see, this is going to come down to like this. Just bear with me here. And that's going to get covered up by, I don't know, let's go all the way down, right? And that one you can't see. So the line's going to come down to there. And there's little points in the detail there, but I'm going to worry about that with color. I'm not going to worry about that with this right here. Okay. So we're just giving it a little bit of a 3D look, and then I think I'm gonna alternate between the two to try to capture that. It's kind of hard, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm gonna draw the bottom of the skull like this, and let's see. Here I'm gonna have to draw the cubes like this, and that'll give me the edge that I can work with here. So basically, that's the edge of the skull, but because of the 3D look to it, it's kind of like that, kind of covered up. So it's going to wrap all the way around through there. So let's draw this, the jaw, or the separation between the jaw. Then we'll just do the teeth, and we'll just do a bunch of little loops like that. So nothing too crazy, nothing too troublesome. Okay. And let's see, it'll connect down here like this, something like that. And we can continue with the fat Sharpie. Again, losing my loss for words. Okay, so let's draw these two squares next, and maybe that'll help us determine the next parts we're going to draw. And this one's going to be floating up a little bit like this. So we'll bring that down like that. Okay, and so now I can draw the bottom part here like that. And then this line is going to come in like this. Same thing here, I can draw like that. And then this edge is down here. I know it's floating, but just bear with me, okay? Because the edge of this is going to be right there. Again, just hang on, just bear with me. So we're going to draw the rib cage like this. Then I'll draw the other side over here, and this is kind of floating like that. Okay. And we can draw this one over here. Okay, so these lines are back behind, so now I can come back and add the rib cage look to it, like that, and I can add the detail of these, like this. So see, I'm kind of going at an angle right there to kind of make it look 3D, you know, a little different. Okay. There we go. That gives it that 3D look. And so now we have an edge here. Now I can draw the bottom of this, which disappears back behind that. Okay. So let's continue. This is a pretty good technique that we're doing here with drawing that middle part, because that's where it all flows, right? So I'm going to kind of come up here and do this, then come down, like this. There's a lot of crazy cool design in this Aztec look, so let's just keep going with this. I like this. This is a good idea. And then come in here like this, follow that up, draw the tail, and then we're going to come back and add another layer to it. Okay, so since it's 3D, it's going to come out like that a little bit. I'm going to kind of come up, and then this is going to go up, out, and connect it like that. Okay, and now that we have this edge, let's go ahead and do the handles. Like that. It's pretty simple. We're just going to draw some little thing like that, and then we're going to do. Okay, so from here we're going to build onto this like that, and that'll give it that 3D look that we're going for. Okay, and this one you can't quite see; it's kind of covered up over here, so we're just going to kind of do like that. Okay, that'll take care of that part. So let's continue on with the rest of this design. Okay, so let's see. Let's draw. Let's see. This is going to come down like that. So now we can draw this little design. And I'm kind of going by the picture, but I'm also kind of just making it up as I go. So, you know, don't worry if you don't get it exact. This is our drawing, right? This is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we're gonna meet in between. Okay? Just kind of following it, just kind of having some fun, and doing what I want to do. And if it doesn't exactly look like it, well, that's okay. We're making it look how we want. Okay? So now we're gonna get to the dragon heads up here. And I'm going to kind of draw them at the same time. I'm going to do opposite and opposite. That way I kind of stick to exactly how it is together, okay? Alright. And remember, this side's a little shorter just because of the angle it's at. So that's going to be the bottom of the eye, or the top of the eye. So now we got to draw the bottom of the eye. And so it's going to kind of come up like this. We're going to go ahead and draw the edge. So same thing. Go across. Draw the edge like that. And so let's draw the other part of the jaw like that. And so now we got to draw like the 3D look to it, like this. Okay, and then we can close that off and draw down. Down, and it's going to go behind the wing there, so don't have to worry too much about that. But see, I wanted to draw the 3D look to it, like that. And it's got like a nose that we're going to draw like this. Okay, and so since we're here, let's draw a real quick little line, just kind of giving it that Aztec look. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the teeth. Because they're kind of painted onto the block, so they're not 3D at all. And so same thing as in the front. You just kind of do like this. If you can't fit in that many, then don't fit in that many. That's all right. No big deal. So let's draw. Let's bring that down to give it 3D look. And so let's draw. Let's see. There's a little line above his head like that. Line above his head like that. And so now we're going to draw the bristles, I guess is what they look like to me. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to call them bristles. There's something in front there. So bristle, bristle, and a few lines for the bristle. Okay. We're almost done. We just got to finish up the wings, and then we're good to go. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and draw this one first. We'll come across. And I'm just kind of making up those little bumps. I'm going to kind of follow it. Okay, same thing here. Okay, and so one last little thing, since we were using this fine Sharpie, let's do it again for the wings. It doesn't matter if you hit a line. Like, see, right now, I'm going to go right in between that. Doesn't matter. This is my drawing. I do what I want. Okay. Okay, I'll take care of the rest. No, let's do a couple down here. Then I'll do the rest with color. Okay, so yeah, I'll take care of the rest with color. So for now, that is sunrise. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.